What if I told you that one of the greatest robberies in movie history wasn't carried out by professional thieves, but by a family of street racers? A team so fearless that they decided to steal millions of dollars right in front of an entire city. This is the unbelievable story of the vault heist from Fast 5. The story begins in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Dominic Toretto and his crew are no longer ordinary street racers. They are fugitives, constantly hunted by law enforcement. Every move they make could lead to arrest. But despite the danger, they refuse to stop fighting for freedom. When Dom, Brian O'Connor, and Mia arrive in Rio, they soon discover a corrupt businessman named Hernan Reyes. Reyes controls the city through money, fear, and power. He owns vast amounts of cash hidden inside a heavily protected police station vault. The money isn't just wealth. It's the foundation of his criminal empire. At first, stealing from Reyes seems impossible. The vault is protected by armed guards, surveillance systems, and thick steel walls. No ordinary criminal could ever get inside. But Dom's crew has never been ordinary. The team starts gathering information. Every member has a role. Some handle technology, some scout locations, and others study security patterns. Together, they begin building a plan that sounds completely insane. The vault weighs several tons. Moving it would be impossible. Breaking into it would take too long. And escaping with the money would be even harder. Yet Dom believes there is always a way. As the crew studies the police station, they realize they cannot simply walk in and take the vault. They need a distraction big enough to confuse the entire city. The preparation phase becomes a race against time. Every mistake could mean prison or death. They practice driving, test equipment, and create backup plans for every possible problem. Meanwhile, Luke Hobbs is closing in. Hobbs is a relentless federal agent determined to capture Dom and his crew. Unlike many enemies they've faced before, Hobbs is smart, strong, and impossible to intimidate. The tension grows as both sides move closer to their objectives. Dom wants freedom. Hobbs wants justice. Reyes wants revenge. Finally, the day of the heist arrives. The crew launches their operation with perfect timing. Cars race through the streets. Team members take their positions. Communication flows smoothly. Everything appears to be working exactly as planned. Then comes the moment nobody will ever forget. Instead of quietly opening the vault, Dom and Brian attach heavy chains to it. Engines roar. Tires spin. Steel groans under enormous pressure. Suddenly, the vault breaks free. The massive metal box crashes through walls and bursts out of the building. Chaos erupts instantly. Citizens watch in disbelief. Police officers are stunned. Reyes' men realize too late what is happening. The giant vault begins sliding through the streets behind two powerful muscle cars. What follows is one of the most spectacular chase sequences ever filmed. Every turn becomes a battle. Every street becomes a battlefield. The vault smashes into cars, destroys obstacles, and sends debris flying everywhere. Police vehicles attempt to block the roads. The vault crashes through them. More officers arrive. The vault destroys their defenses. Helicopters circle overhead. Sirens echo through the city. Yet Dom and Brian keep moving. The weight behind them is enormous. One mistake could flip the cars or break the chains. But their driving skills are unmatched. As the chase continues, the crew faces impossible odds. Entire police units join the pursuit. Roadblocks appear across the city. Gunfire erupts. Still, Dom refuses to quit. For him, this isn't just about money. It's about protecting his family. It's about building a better future. And it's about defeating a man who has hurt countless innocent people. The chase reaches its most intense stage when Reyes deploys everything he has left. Armed men flood the streets. Vehicles close in from every direction. The city becomes a war zone. At this point, survival seems impossible. But Dom has one final surprise. The plan the audience thought they understood is not the complete plan. Earlier, the crew secretly prepared a second vault. A perfect decoy. While everyone focused on the vault being dragged through the city, the real money had already been secured. This brilliant twist changes everything. Reyes believes he is protecting his fortune. The police believe they are chasing the stolen money. But Dom's crew is already several steps ahead. As the operation reaches its conclusion, Reyes finally realizes he has been outsmarted. Years of power, years of corruption, years of fear, all gone in a single day. The crew successfully escapes with the fortune. For the first time in years, they have enough money to live freely. But more importantly, they have achieved something bigger. They proved that teamwork can overcome impossible odds. Every member of the crew contributed. Every skill mattered. Every sacrifice had a purpose. The Vault Heist remains one of the most iconic moments in Fast and Furious history because it represents everything fans love about the franchise: action, family, loyalty, risk, and the belief that no challenge is too great when people stand together. Even years later, audiences still remember the image of two muscle cars dragging a gigantic vault through city streets. It wasn't just a robbery. It wasn't just a chase. It was a legendary moment that transformed Fast and Furious from a street racing series into a global action phenomenon. And that's why the Fast 5 Vault Heist remains one of the greatest action sequences ever created. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, was the Fast 5 Vault Heist the greatest Fast and Furious scene ever made?